The night shelter offers a small window of opportunity for people who've been rough sleeping or in situations where they've been vulnerably housed. They come to us, and the night shelter then offers this little window of opportunity where people can come into the night shelter for a number of days or weeks, and at the end of it they've often transformed their lives by having boundaries, by having turning up, getting a bed every night, not being in the cold and the wet, being able to have a hot meal every night, perhaps a shower or whatever, and then the next morning to leave with their breakfast, nice and full, and then ready to engage with services. And that's been the really important part of it. It's been amazing to work with the churches, and we found that, for example, we've had one man who it's taken me 4 years to try and get him to a hospital appointment. And that sounds like a long time, but he's been in the night shelter for 3 weeks, and at the end of the 3 weeks he was ready to engage with the hospital, and for the first time in 4 years we managed to get him off to a hospital appointment, and from there he's now engaging in treatment, which is for him a massive step forward, and that wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for the night shelter.
Since I've been coming to the night shelter, I've made a lot of new friends. I've learned a lot of new things, just what other groups are there to help the homeless. It's in myself, it's cut me down on the alcohol, because obviously it's not tolerated anyway. I know maybe that's not the right word. It's not acceptable for people who are volunteering to put up with people who are a bit, well, they're not a bit totally incoherent. I mean, so yeah, it's cut me down on drugs, it's cut me down on alcohol. And I'm not out every night sitting on the streets begging. I mean, no, it's been a big help to me, a really big help. And I think it's doing the job it's been put in place to do it. I think it's helped a lot of people in that way. But I'd like to obviously get housed and start getting my life back on track as an individual. You know? I was a plasterer, I've been a plasterer for 18 years, worked for myself. I've had everything, the super bikes, the flats. My last flat was overlooking Caswell and Langland Beach. And a super bike. I had everything a man could want. My ex-girlfriend was in Miss Wales. And it takes a lot of people get the wrong impression about night shelter, because I've known about it for years, but for a couple of years I didn't like the idea of waking up in a room with 10, 11 different men or women in that way. And then, yeah, I am a sociable person, as you all know, but around the wrong people, that can turn into aggression and a lot of other things, isn't it? Because it only takes one word to fire some people up, so.
We've been involved with the churches now for a few years, and what I've found more than anything is actually this is a provision we can't possibly hope to pay for ourselves. This is much, much better than anything we would normally look at providing. A lot of questions I get asked when we do training events for the volunteers are, surely this is something that the local authority or the services should be providing. And it may well be that that is the case, but what I've seen when I've gone into the night shelter in the church is actually the atmosphere. It's a lot more relaxed, it's a lot more calm, and it's a lot more respectful than anything we could possibly hope. And it's making good use of the services that are currently available, bringing them into buildings that are used for the community. It's making use of the churches. The role of Swansea Hope, I think, is absolutely crucial. I mean, this is really picking up a group of men and women who are slipping through so many safety nets at the moment. If you end up on the streets, it's very, very difficult to get back up without a lot of help.
I think everybody who can, in any shape or form, support Swansea Hope, because it's helping young people and elderly people who are on the streets get their lives back in order. And who wouldn't want that? That hence the name Swansea Hope. It gives you that, doesn't it? Yeah? If there's some people involved, if there's one person's life that changes, it's been worthwhile.